Previously on Edgemont.
It's a Friday night. He shows up at Crystal's party uninvited. So you know what happens? Everyone acts like he isn't there. After about half an hour, he just slithers out.
Brenda, how are the bots biting?
It takes a strong man to follow a straight path, Kevin. I hope that one day you can find that strength.
What you said this morning about worrying you were gay.
That was a joke.
Sure, I know it was.
I thought I could say that sort of thing to you.
My brother's got this cottage on Salt Spring Island, and I was thinking about heading over there this weekend, and I was wondering if you'd like to come.
Just the two of us? Overnight?
What do you say?
Do you know what time it is?
Don't you have school tomorrow?
It's 10 after 2.
We went to the new all-ages club in Surrey. So don't worry, all we drank was grape juice.
Who's we?
Whose business is it? Me and Kelsey Laidlaw.
Was Kurt there too?
Kurt who?
Kurt, who you met at the Philosophy Cafe. Kurt, who bought a Mickey of vodka for Travis. Kurt, who's what, 21?
Oh, that Kurt. Hey.
What do you think you're doing? Anyone who's 21 who's going out with someone your age?
Who said he was 21? You don't even know him.
Fine, give me his address.
Yeah, right. Wait, you're gonna show up at his place? Hi, I'm Mark. I have control issues.
Can't you see what he's after? Stop and think about it for 2 seconds.
My relationship with Kurt isn't about that. It's about connection. Something you clearly wouldn't understand.
I was really starting to feel afraid for you.
That's actually sweet, in a pathetic control freak kind of way.
Kat.
It's getting late. You should go to bed.
Exactly what, just because I can. And I'd like to think I was cool if I met me on the street, but I don't really know exactly who I need. I'm staring into nowhere in this pale blue light of sky. Don't be afraid to jump out, you gotta learn to fly. I'm singing these familiar songs and changing all the words until it makes no sense. Let's stop the world and start again.
Hey, Kelsey. Hi. So, hey, tell me about last night.
Last night?
You and Kat, she said you went to some club.
Oh, sure. We were there all evening. Why?
Just keeping tabs. So tell me about Kurt.
Who?
Kat's friend, was he there?
If you want to know what's going on in Kat's life, you should probably ask her yourself.
Is he hassling you?
Give it up.
Stay away from my sister.
Laidlaw.
I mean it. Guy with your reputation, you're about the last person I want talking to her.
You're about the last person to be talking about other people's reputations.
Man, that guy's just crying out for a fist to the head.
Caution, high testosterone zone. I don't know why you let Chris wind you up.
You wouldn't believe the conversation I had with Kat at 2 o'clock this morning. That's what time she got in. I called her on it, she laughed in my face.
I take it you haven't told your mom?
What, and cause a major freak out? Kat already thinks I'm trying to run her life.
Is she right?
Of course not. There's this guy. He's older, a lot older.
So was my boyfriend in Toronto.
And what about sex?
Right here in the hallway?
You and the guy had sex.
When I was ready. To be honest, it was a mistake. But I'm okay.
Good, Ike. How goes it? It's good to see you too.
So, you and Erin talk much?
As little as possible.
She didn't happen to mention anything about yesterday. Didn't think so.
Is there something I should know about?
Suddenly she hates me. I have no idea why.
Well, trust me, you'd be happy you're dating someone else's sister. Besides, I thought you had something going with Brenda.
I think it might be in her bad books, too.
What did you do to her?
It's hard to say, really.
Hey, Shannon, congratulations. You got my vote.
For what?
What else? Student president.
Did you tell him?
I shared the good news with a few dozen intimate friends.
Craig, I haven't even decided to run yet.
Oh, come on. Of course you're running.
Since when were you the one who decides that?
I just thought, you're the only real candidate for the job.
I'm just sick of people making assumptions about me. I really do appreciate your intentions. Just don't push me, okay?
Granted, Chris can be arrogant.
Not to mention completely sexist.
What do you want? One of those sensitive flakes who wears fragrance and pretends he understands your problems?
Okay, point taken. But
When you consider the alternatives, Chris isn't actually that bad. I personally consider him sort of a throwback to an earlier era.
Chris once bet $50 he could get you into bed. Or is that just part of his retro charm?
I never claimed he was perfect.
Hey, nice top. Always good to go a size too small.
How am I supposed to clean up your image if you're gonna sabotage me at every turn?
Told you not to bother.
Do you actually enjoy your status as the most despised guy at school?
I don't care what people think.
Liar. You may not care if people like you, but you sure need people to think you're cool. I'm beginning to think we're gonna have to do something dramatic. Have you considered donating a kidney?
This way.
Hey. Hey, haven't seen you for a while. I was working for a living.
It's not nearly as good as sitting around with your feet up, but it pays better.
I'll have to try it sometime.
Mark, this isn't exactly my business, but I saw Kat last night, and she was sitting over there with some guy.
Kurt,
So you know about him.
sort of. Kurt's strictly a friend, at least according to Kat, and I'm just a controlling jerk.
Have you seen him?
No. He's a little older, right?
The guy's about 25. And he and Kat didn't look like they were strictly friends to me.
Shannon, hi. You never called me back last night. Didn't you get my messages?
I was busy.
You're always busy. Look, about yesterday.
It's all right.
No, it isn't. I mean, we're friends and...
I'm gonna be late for class.
Kat!
She's in here. Hi, Mark.
What are you guys doing here? It's the middle of a school day.
It's lunch.
Yeah, and since when do you bring girls home for lunch?
Since just lately. When did you start?
Travis.
Do you know where Kat is?
No idea.
Great.
But there's a message for her on the machine.
Hey, Kat, it's me. I won't be around this morning, so let's just meet at the bus, all right? Looking forward to it.
Weird, huh?
He thought that I was out partying with you, so I just played along.
Unbelievable. Mark finds out I've got a guy friend and he totally goes ballistic. It's like he expects me to ask his permission before I can talk to anyone.
It's this stupid book. So, about this guy friend.
Kurt? Yeah. He's great and he totally accepts me. It's like we're connected souls or something.
Wow.
I know. But just because he happens to be a little older, Mark totally freaks out.
How much older?
It's no big deal.
What, 18, 19? Very cool. Guys our age are so not mature.
So what you're looking for?
Thanks. I should be getting back.
Do you mind if I stay here? I didn't get much sleep last night and I wouldn't mind crashing for a couple hours.
Yeah, no problem. I'll catch you later.
I'll probably be gone. I'm meeting Kurt at the bus station around 3:30. We're going to Salt Spring for a couple of days. His brother's got a place we can use.
Just the two of you?
Separate beds and everything. Kurt totally respects me. He told me that.
Cool. I'll see you later.
See ya.
How's Chris? Put him up for any humanitarian awards lately?
I just spent the last half hour with that jerk, Mr. Roberts. Do you know what he did? Gave us our geography assignment.
Geography teachers do that.
Due next week. Now I've got 3 major projects all due at exactly the same time. It's completely outrageous. But will you listen? It's time to put a stop to this.
So Kevin Mickelson was totally asking about you in French class?
He was.
Yeah. He looked like a beaten puppy.
Good.
He said that you freaked out when all he said was that he wanted to go out with you.
He said that?
I told him you were sort of moody that way.
Actually, I've been thinking I might have been a little harsh on him.
Apparently, they're meeting at the bus.
Which one?
Exactly, the 509 to the mall or the Greyhound in New York.
Look, they probably went to a movie. Or worst case scenario, bowling.
You're right. Don't overreact.
When I see her, we'll talk, okay?
I'd appreciate it.
And so, although some observers might argue that the collapse of the Soviet Union was impossible to predict, an examination of the diverse cultures of the country proves that the fall was inevitable. Well, what do you think?
That is so great.
Craig, I don't need a cheerleader. Just give me an honest opinion.
I just did. That is an excellent conclusion. And I really think you're smart. Why do you find that so hard to believe?
Okay. Honest opinion, duly noted.
Now, you've got to give me your honest opinion. I just bought this for Shannon.
Have you guys seen Kat?
Not today. Is something wrong?
Let's hope not.
We're not talking about little paragraphs or something. 3 extreme assignments in one 5-day period. This is a major injustice.
Actually, Tibet is a major injustice. Look, what are you telling me for?
Because you're running for student council president.
And you think student council should be reducing our homework? You're actually serious.
I thought student council was elected to help students. Or am I misinformed?
Anika, if you're getting behind in your work, maybe you could try watching a little less TV.
Of all the stuck-up, self-important.
Have you heard?
About what?
Kat do study.
What about her?
She's just taken off with some guy who's like 30. Do you think this is funny?
I think it's great. Diostati's sister screws up big time.
This is a tragedy waiting to happen.
Yeah, right. Whatever's going on is a lot less traumatic than what I'm hearing.
I'm telling you.
Exactly. I'm considering the source.
Chris, I give up. You are a total waste of time and genetic material.
I get the sense that maybe we started off on the wrong foot, and I'm not exactly sure why. I mean, one minute we had a date, and the next minute we didn't, and then you said something about a straight path. Because you heard I went out with Erin too, and you were thinking, what kind of jerk goes out with 2 women at once? And now that I think about it, I can't blame you. I mean, wow, talk about despicable. So, thanks for listening, and sorry for being such a lowlife.
What are you doing here?
Nothing. Kelsey said I could crash. What time is it?
About time for you to meet Kurt. You're going on vacation with some guy.
Is that what Kelsey told you? Well, I can handle myself.
Yeah, sure.
Kelsey's never even met him.
I bet he's a nice guy. Tells you how mature you are, right? How he feels this amazing connection with you. I've used pretty much the same lines.
You know even less than Kelsey does.
Of course, if I were to say that I thought you were mature, I'd be telling the truth. You see what people are like. You cut through the BS. That's very cool. Attractive. It's okay if I say that. I find you attractive. Well, it's true.
Knock it off, Chris.
You don't need to be so coy.
Leave me alone.
Come on, I walk into my house. Here you are. We both know what's going on here.
Don't touch me.
I thought you could handle anything.
This is my fault.
What, you ordered Kat to get involved with this guy?
Well, I was supposed to go out with her the night she met him. And she was hurt because I guess I let her on even though I didn't mean to.
Craig, just leave it. This isn't about you.
Well, maybe not totally. But I've learned something. You should never play with someone's emotions unless you're really sure about how you feel.
Except it's not that simple. Sometimes you just don't know.
This time I do. Now, I know it's not your birthday or anything. And of course it's not Christmas or even Groundhog Day.
Craig.
Just open it. Here. I saw it and I thought, this is total grace. Just like Shannon.
I can't accept this.
Well, I know we haven't been going out long. It's been like days.
I asked you to stop pushing me. This isn't real. And I can't stand pretending. I don't want to see you.
Hey, what's this I'm hearing?
I have no idea. Little voices reminding you what a jerk you are?
Kat Diostati and some 40-year-old guy with like 3 kids?
I have no interest in Kat Diostati, and I have even less interest in talking to you.
Erin, all I want is to be friends.
You know what happened yesterday? Kevin Mickelson totally insulted me.
What did he say?
I'm not prepared to repeat it. But it's all because of the lies you spread about us having sex.
Erin, look, I never meant to hurt you.
Then what are you gonna do about this?
Thinking I should probably phone that at work.
Yeah, I would.
Except I don't actually know him.
Good to hear you admit that.
What do you want?
I saw your sister.
Where?
Are you sure she didn't come home? I don't know. I just got home from school.
Black hair. She probably has a leather jacket on. Fine, thanks, whatever. Guy at the bus station doesn't think he's seen her.
We could go there.
What's the point? She could be catching a bus in New West or even downtown.
Mark, you gotta phone your dad.
I know.
Hello? No, this isn't Kat. Who's speaking? Just a minute. We're not the only ones looking for her. It's Kurt.
Yeah, this is her brother. No, she isn't here. She's not with you? Well, good. Glad to hear it, buddy. Look, just stay away from her. Look, has she told you how old she is? What? And you believed her? She's 15.
What do you think you're doing? Kurt, it's me. No, wait, just listen. He's such a jerk. Kurt.
Travis.
Look,
You had no right! He really liked me!
Hey, Layla. Rescued any runaways lately?
What's it to you?
No, seriously. I heard what you did. That was cool.
He could have walked away, but he didn't. Think what you will about Chris Laidlaw, but you have to give credit where credit is due. Excuse me. You're welcome.
Did I say thank you?
Not yet, and it's very rude. Because I kept my promise, didn't I? Your image is totally repaired.
You're something, you know that?
Now it's time for you to keep your end of the bargain.
What bargain?
I have an announcement to make. It's time this school had genuine leadership, instead of people who are just trying to feed their own petty little egos. So that's why I've decided to run for student council president.
What's going on?
You and me, that's what's going on. And I heard what you did to Aaron Wood.
What did I do?
You're a dead man.